actually kind of like the first matchup I see here. I believe that is Tina Dead or Alive and Sami Zayn. So I think that's what I'm going to queue up here while I do the social media thing. So let us go ahead and dig into that right now.
Hoi.
I'm going GK. Hey, any other week, I'd probably be down to like run that. Like, you can get into it like either now or in the post show. That title is not ironic. Had a real rough couple of weeks, but kind of on the other side of that right now, feeling pretty okay. So we're just gonna chill. I kind of like that conceptually. And it would also like allow Ian's characters a chance to do something, because like I said, those four guys are a little bit overstated for where our main characters are at. But I mean, they're otherwise like pretty solid characters. So yeah, that could be something. I was talking to Tyler not too long ago, the same Tyler that wrestles as Tyler Donaldson on this program. I think it was him that suggested a mid-card title might not be too bad either. Something I've kind of been thinking about for the past couple of weeks. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's like, and I think like it came up because Tyler kind of figures his character, at least the current iteration of his character, can't really exist in the heavyweight title picture, but like would be a good Intercontinental Champion for like all intents and purposes. And like there's a bunch of characters like that. I mean, honestly, like, my original self-insert, partly because, like, I don't want to be the booker that is, like, inserting myself in the title picture. Like, I deliberately kept that character away from the heavyweight championship. I was like, mid-card belt would be cool. That being said, the Alpazars and Princeler did kind of go on a Bubba Dudley, Alex Shibeli, and Floyd Bartholomew run in the trios division. Because I think both teams ran a full in-game month, and the only reason that it wasn't so obvious for the Alpazars and Princeler is because that time was broken up from when my computer exploded. So I'm watching this match here, and kind of wish I put more time into Dead or Alive. Like, it was a fun series, like what little I've gotten to play it. Like, I know one of my friends was like, sure, I was going to play Tina, which, like, honestly is a safe pick, because that series does have some pro wrestler-ass pro wrestlers, but oh my god. What that person failed to consider was Mila is a wrestling nerd, which I also can project upon. This game sometimes. I am vaguely aware there is a WWE show tonight. I don't know if Sami Zayn is anything involved with that show. Scoop and a slam, and that is going to be it for Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, and like to a lesser extent Kevin Owens, I suppose, are people that I just like want to see succeed, because they do seem like genuinely good people. I am curious if that body slam is a priority attack, or if Tina just like can pin at critical health from a logic setting. Something I'm like very constantly like pretty curious about, and actually I suppose before I get started, I did dig under the hood of the wrestlers working as horror movie characters team that ended up winning the trios title, and I think on average they're 120 to 140 overall, so like certainly not an overstated team, but Freddie specifically has that issue where like, hey, sometimes he will just pin randomly at critical health, which is probably fine for a trios match because that can get broken up by partner interference. But yeah, it was kind of funny seeing that being the case, especially considering that the Alpazars and Princeler were a pretty dominant tag team in that division. But that is neither here nor there, as it would appear as though people are starting to file into Blake's House Arena, and we're not going to make the same mistake more than one time, at least not in the same month. So we're going to actually switch to Blake's House Arena, and it is very nearly 7:30, so we can get on our feet, make some noise for another edition of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. Welcome, Blake's House Wrestling fans. If you were tuned in last week, you got to see history made twice over. New champions. Joey Bagi, the man formerly known as the uncrowned king of Judgment Professional Wrestling, forced to step down from the throne as Kurt London has finally found a spotlight bright enough. The top of the mountain, the top of the card, the Judgment Professional Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. And just an absolutely classic contest. But as I said, that was not the only new champions crowned last week, as a team of literal monsters stepped into the ring to challenge a truly dominant Alpazars and Princeler unit, a team that had defended that championship 4 weeks straight, but just could not hold on. Seemed to be running slower and slower as this team of monsters just did what they do best, and that was destroy inside the squared circle. So we have got new trios champions this week, and Team Daytona looking to get the first shot at bringing those titles back to Blake's house. And I suppose we should discuss some other parts of that Blake's House Wrestling Championship picture. Zero Lopez on his climb ended up squaring off with Brandon in just an all-out war, and Team Lake Mary looking to be just more visible, more present on this program, as Ramon taking on Jamel last week as well, and Ramon just shutting Jamel down at every step. Ramon, the giant killer, the man that we all know he can be. Of course, you can see the opening contest of tonight's program. Monty starting things off for us 2 weeks in a row. Monty still yet to claim that elusive singles victory. And tonight he is going to be taking on his rival from Buku City, Dick Boss himself. Dick Boss, of course, a dominant force. Just taking down big man after big man, but he hasn't fought one quite like Monty just yet. Of course, tonight's main event, the Mag.Lo Open Challenge, the classic program of a Blake's House Wrestling show. Mag.Lo going to hold court against the best and brightest from across space and time. And as an extra treat this evening, of course, the Blake's House Wrestling graphics department still a half step behind. But former champion versus former champion, Terrell Benjamin going to be taking on Joey Bagi in exhibition contest a little bit later on this evening, but that is quite a ways away to go, and we have got what is sure to be an instant classic of an opening contest as Monty takes on Dick Boss, and that match, it's right now. Monty, the barbecue boss of Buku City, a man that showed such promise in his Blake's House debut in that Battle Royal contest, but has been struggling in the singles division. Got to expect when he gets his first win, not going to stop at 1, not going to stop at 2. When Monty matures into the wrestler that we know he can be, He is going to change the face. Oh my God, capo kick already at the start of this contest, but Dick Boss, that half step too fast. It is going to be difficult for Monty to match Dick Boss in a contest of power, or certainly extremely difficult to surpass him. Chop, big chop again. And flipping big boy. These men, looks like they are taking their time with one another. And that is not a style that Monty typically likes to wrestle, but I think that just goes to show he knows who he is fighting against. He knows just what Dick Boss is capable of, rolling through, but no, not even a count of one. Cartwheel, elbow, smash, and Dick Boss crumbling down to the mat, and Monty starting to pick up a little momentum. Japanese-style arm drag connecting. And falling headbutt square in the chest. And Monty is in a groove right now. He needs to keep up that momentum. If you give Dick Boss an inch, he will take a mile, and that is precisely what he is trying to do, and that is precisely what Monty is trying to prevent. Rolling through once again, goes for the cover, one, but only gets one. Right back to that Japanese-style arm drag. And Monty going high risk. Big moonsault, cover two. And oh my God, so close, and not even 5 minutes into this contest. Monty showing you exactly what he is capable of. But almost is not good enough. Dick Boss getting his shoulder off the mat, and you can see just the change in the level of aggression from Dick Boss as he is coming just so much more fearsome, so much more aggressively. Fall away slam into the apron. Kick to the lower abdomen, that may have been below the belt, but Murata going to let them fight, and yet again, as I said, the level of aggression, the level of intensity, tornado kick. And Monty once again going high risk. And another picture-perfect moonsault. Is that going to be enough? Going for the cover. Two. Oh my God, but no. It's still not enough. Still not enough to put Dick Boss away as a water wheel drop levels Monty in the center of the ring. And yet again, tornado kick will connect, and Monty setting up for something. Springboard, moonsault, cover. Two. No. It's still not enough. What does Monty have to do to pick up his first win in Blake's House Professional Wrestling? Shotgun dropkick buried right into the chest of Dick Boss, and Monty, he is not done. Going again for that capo kick, but not quite able to make its mark. Big shoulder block, and you could see Monty starting to breathe a little bit heavier. The pressure of this moment, it looks like it's starting to get to him, and that could cost him. You can't think about what you are going to do after you pick up the victory. You have to win the match, and Monty now going coast to coast, and again shotgun dropkick right into the jaw. Lift and drop. Dick Boss getting right back into it, and he could be going for it all. No. Dick Boss fired into the corner, and no. Dick Boss reversing fortune here and delivering just a series of boots to the chest. Just you can see the punishment Dick Boss is inflicting, and for a moment looking to go up top again, but Monty just scrambling to his feet. He knows just how important it is to maintain that offensive momentum, to prevent your opponent from getting opportunities. And colossal overhead chop, and another one to the chest, but Dick Boss this time marching right through it. Dick Boss going high risk. And there it is, that gigantic big boy senton. And Harada throwing up the X. This match is over. And what looks like it was so very close to Monty's elusive first ever singles victory. Dick Boss snatching that right out of his hands, and that is precisely why you can't afford to think about your next opponent. You can't afford to think about what you're going to do after the match when the man standing across from you is so very dangerous. And Dick Boss, all 370 pounds, coming crashing down onto the chest of Monty was too much to bear, and that is it. Do gotta say, I am anxiously awaiting Monty's first ever singles victory. His to peel the curtain back just a notch, his AI is definitely not fully put together. So I am kind of tweaking that a little bit show to show. So he is quite literally growing as a wrestler as we put this thing together. But yeah, so very close, but not quite enough. But we have got to keep this show rolling. Trainers escorting Monty to the back. But right now, we have got a contest where Nick Vadala, the secret mastermind behind Nick's wrestling organization, and Cindy in something of an office role in Blake's House Professional Wrestling. It's like the Blake's House matchmakers saw an interesting matchup, and that is precisely what we are going to get into as Cindy takes on Nick in that match. It's right now. Wrestling organization. Man running just such a deadly stable. Of course, both the Blake's House Wrestling and the Judgment Professional Wrestling tag team titles been held hostage by Nick's wrestling organization for several weeks now. No one seems to be able to get it off him, and well, that is due largely to the coaching of Nick Vadala. Just such a strategically gifted wrestling coach. But right now, he's got to hold his own inside a 20x20. And right now, Cindy using that size advantage for a little bit, but Nick powering out of that test of strength. But, at least for the moment, Cindy has the upper hand, but both of these individuals so technically gifted, so technically proficient. Big Solet kick. Nick going for one of his own, but Cindy able to sidestep. Going to be looking for submission holds and be looking for just series of vicious European uppercuts from Vadala. And it is, hold on just a moment here. That Fisherman neckbreaker storybook ending. Cindy looking to put things away quickly here. Crossface locked in, and the level of intensity in the opening moments of this match and going right back to the arm. Maybe possibly getting a little bit of inspiration from that Monty Dick Boss contest as both of them hold on. Fisherman neckbreaker once again. Is that going to be it? Is Nick Vadala's story going to be over too? No, only a count of 2. Again, going right back to that crossface hold, but Vadala standing tall, refusing to be submitted, and then right back to that European uppercut forearm smash, and that is the matchup of strikes you are going to be seeing in this contest. Vadala, the master of the European uppercut, and Cindy, hold on, oh my god, no, rolling out of the way at the last possible moment. Nick Vadala comes crashing down to the mat. Cindy going up top herself, but thinks better of it as Nick scrambling to his feet, trying to get out of harm's way, trying to stop the bleeding. Cindy just coming so incredibly aggressive. Snap suplex into the corner, and you could see Nick's legs just bouncing off that bottom turnbuckle. Sobat kick from Vadala, and Vadala trying to get back into this match. Drop toe hold, and Cindy now colliding with the turnbuckle, and hold on, cover 1. No, not even a count of 1. Deadlift German suplex. Nick waking back up in a major way. Pop-up cutter will flatten Cindy to the mat. Kamigoye crushing the jaw, and Nick is on fire. Hold on. Shining Enziguri, but now Cindy not quite finished yet, and Nick answering back, taking the legs away that struck the back of his head. Suplex delivered from Vadala as both of these competitors just giving everything they've got. And again, Kamigoye just so extraordinarily devastating. But hold on just a moment here. That Impaler DDT, but no, Cindy. Complete shot will connect, but even that, it's not enough to put Nick down. 2 storybook endings, and Nick getting a shoulder off the mat. Cindy knows. Gonna have to dig deeper. But right now, Nick giving her no quarter, no opportunities to devise a game plan as he locks on that crossface chicken wing. Yeah! And colossal cross chop as all of these competitors trying to just find a foothold in this match. Trying to figure out what is left. What has she not hit Nick with that will keep him down as a double arm DDT spikes Cindy's forehead right into the mat, and Nick going right back to that crossface chicken wing. The arm, Nick laid out into the mat, and devastating suplex as Cindy slammed into the center of the ring. And a crossroads, but no, Nick not going for the cover. It's twice, 3, 4 times to the chest. And Nick is dazed. Backslide cover, is that going to be it too? I don't think Nick knows where he is, but no. Able to roll through. And this match, it will continue. And there is that patented European uppercut, but Nick, he doesn't think that's enough either. Both of these competitors absolutely have something more to give to this match. Sobat kick doesn't find its mark, but there it is. Triangle Lancer. Is that it? No, Nick struggling to reach out for the ropes, but needs to brace himself with that left arm. Unable to make it. This, oh my God, twisting facebuster. Cindy leveled to the mat. And once again, Kamigoye crushing the jaw, and there is a second one. And Cindy scrambling back to her feet. Ripcord, knee strike, and again targeting the jaw of Cindy. Kamigoye, but no. Both of these competitors have given each other everything, but it's still not enough. Colossal Shote. And Nick, Tiger Driver will connect. Is that it? 2, 3, count, fall. And Nick picking up a major victory and making a statement that Nick's wrestling organization is a constant threat, is just a constant force that needs to be reckoned with. But let's see here. It looks like we have got a handful of people hanging out in the chat tonight, and what we are about to do is figure out who is going to be in the Mag.Lo Open Challenge. And what that means is we're going to pick 8 names, put them in an over-the-top rope battle royal. The winner of that contest will be facing Mag.Lo in tonight's main event. So let's go ahead and switch to the character select screen, and I'm going to be dropping one name in myself. Let me put in the AV98 Ingram, because the stream I intend to throw to after this is over, Daihime is going to be doing a model build stream of this model in particular, and I very much enjoy the television program that this big robot comes from. So we might throw over there after the stream is over, but we have 7 slots left. To be clear, GK, Frank Vista going to be in trios action tonight as Vista, Bruiser, and Ramitin take on Team Lake Mary, but we have certainly got plenty of options. Yeah, trying to give him more to do, especially considering that interstable feuds appear to be the theme of this program right now. Because, like, alright, there's Team Lake Mary, there's Vista, Bruiser, and Ramitin, there's the Warzalas and Tyler. Like, there are enough, like, 3- and 4-man units that we can make interesting combinations with them. So I'm kind of looking to do that right now and figure out where I want to go there. Also, I think I must apologize. I'm going to take a quick restroom break while y'all suggest some names to drop into this. I will be right back. Apologies for that. Let's see. Who do I want to put into this thing? Starting this off a little bit early, I know, which usually this is best when chat is the most active. I think I'm going to drop Eric Alpazar into this, considering, you know what, maybe the audience has not yet gotten enough of Eric. Who could say? Let's see. Solarion actually does have a match. Although narratively, I don't hate the idea of double booking him because I'd be cool with JJ. It has got to be eating Solarion alive a little bit that Kurt London does have the heavyweight championship. Let me see here. Also, I want to put in one of these. I think of like who either hasn't been in one of these or hasn't been in one of these in a while, or like would potentially be an interesting match. Oh shit! I remember something that I downloaded that we can certainly use. I did remember that I got this character, so yeah, we are gonna put in ZSJ's internet into this battle royal. Which is a bit of a bleak joke right now, because apparently New Japan is doing a domestic violence angle with one of the people named and speaking out. Wrestling sucks sometimes. Let's see here. If we are just kind of chilling here, I'm going to swing over to Pearlman. Let me see here. Actually, the Pearlmans are also booked. Let me see here. I'm going to swing over to WWE, and we're going to put Asuka in this thing. And actually, you know what? Let me open up the AEW zone, considering we just recently watched Revolution, and let me see who I've actually got on All Elite Wrestling. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Let me see here. So yeah, let's do that right now. The one that immediately jumps out at me is John Schmidt, like pretty underutilized. I think outside of the MMA guys, and Schmidt is kind of a hybrid from what I remember. Everybody else is like been at least like adjacent to a program somewhat recently. I'd be cool with that. Let's go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to swing back to AEW and maybe drop somebody I want to see in there into that match. I mean, let's see. I don't hate the idea of Darby, personally. So you know what? This is my show. I'm gonna book Darby Allin. Is my plan. Oops. So we do have one more name here. Let's see. One more name that we can call. Actually, let me open up Nick's stable here. Considering we did just discuss that Nick's wrestling organization is kind of a major threat of a company. Let us see. So I've got a couple people booked tonight, but who can I put in immediately into a program? You know what? I kind of like the idea of dropping Studley in here. Let's see. I believe he is available. And kind of a viable singles threat. So I think that is going to be the 8 names we've got. As we figure out exactly who is going to be facing Mag.Lo in tonight's main event. And that match, it's right now. See 8 bodies piled in the ring, and these matches always so extraordinarily chaotic as ZSJ's Internet applying that guillotine hold to Alpazar, and got to figure being invisible is going to be such a major advantage in this match. You know, it is already so easy to lose track of your opponents, because just over your shoulder could be the person that eliminates you. And STO and sweet combination from the Ingram and ZSJ's Internet.
Bastard.
Big European uppercut.
Bastard.
Right now you can see at the top of your screen Asuka and Darby just slugging it out. Asuka getting the upper hand in those strike exchange, and keep an eye on the left side of your screen as well. This is a hungry mixed wrestling organization unit. Nick Vadala certainly came into this show with something to prove, and he absolutely did that. And I am certain Studley looking to do the same. Of course, if we're talking about the major stables, you cannot afford to ignore Judgment Professional Wrestling fan favorite JJ Mondo, and just an absolute warrior that is Nikita Stalin. A very real threat in this match, and I am sure Alpazar and Stalin is going to be the matchup, as both of these men just making waves in the mixed martial arts division, but right now taking a shot at singles glory. An opportunity to face Mag.Lo in the main event. It is so critically important. And somebody's been busted open here, and in the chaos of this match, I can't clearly see who.
You bastard. You bastard.
Hold on. Darby just twisting body press, but Alpazar getting a hand on the ropes. And 5 minutes. 5 minutes have passed and not a single elimination yet. Stalin just lift and drop as ZSJ's Internet collides with Canvas.
Give up. Give up.
And it is just pandemonium in the ring. 7 bodies surrounding that blue Gatorade corner. ZSJ's internet coming out of that orange Gatorade corner, but no, fired into the ropes and able to protect himself, if only for a moment.
You bastard.
And you can see just the torturous hold being applied to Studley. But he is standing tall, refusing to be submitted. He has got something to prove, going for the cover. And that Michinoku driver not able to pick up the elimination. There's the right side of your screen. You can see JJ and Darby slugging it out. No, this is certainly a bit of a dream matchup. Alpazar and JJ. As that low roundhouse takes the legs out from underneath the legs of JJ, and hold on, Alpazar going for the cover, two. No, only gets one on the Ingram. As Stalin, just knee bar applied, just stretching out the legs of Asuka. And this match, it is just absolute chaos. Still no eliminations. Arm trapped, and Asuka now getting one over on the submission specialist, although that is not exactly fair. Stalin capable of coming at you from a lot of different ways as Darby fires up and buries a drop kick right into the chest of JJ Mondo. Big neck breaker from JJ, and JJ, like I said, your next opponent could be over your shoulder before you have even finished. Oh my God, big suplex will connect. And again, Asuka with the flying armbar, but Stalin refusing to be submitted. Lift and, oh my God. Jaw colliding with shoulder as Studley looking to pick up an elimination, but no. Eric Alpazar getting the last laugh, sending Studley over the top with that back body drop, and using Studley's own momentum against him. Eric Alpazar picking up the first elimination as that patented elbow drop will connect, but not quite able to get the victory. Arms trapped, suplex, but no.
You bastard.
PK connecting right to the chest of Alpazar, but no, still no more eliminations. It is just chaos. The Ingram in that guillotine hold, but the legendary kicking ability of Eric Alpazar. Oh my God, big shoulder block. As on the right side of your screen, you can see JPW taking on JPW. Guillotine choke from Stalin now, but Asuka getting a hand on the bottom rope. This match, it will continue for both competitors as a vicious kick flattens Darby Allin. Still, big double drop kick. But alliances, they come and they go so extraordinarily quickly. Only a count of two for Alpazar. Alpazar going for that mount tackle, unable to connect.
You bastard.
And Kimura locked in, Alpazar trapped. No. Absolutely monstrous belly to back overhead suplex, and the Ingram just hanging on to that top rope. And JJ putting on a show for the fans as he delivers a series of punches. Back elbow, but it looks like somebody bumped the top rope as he comes crashing down to the mat. Nobody is home. And once again, Stalin locking on that guillotine choke, but
you bastard.
No. Still no more eliminations as a sliding dropkick crushes the side of the head of the Ingram. Delayed brain buster will connect. Asuka out on her feet. So is Darby Allin, but very nearly getting an elimination there, but on back switch, but still this chaos in the ring. Asuka fighting off Stalin. JJ stepping in.
You bastard.
Asuka just taking a moment just to take this match all in, put something on for the audience as right now trapped in the guillotine once again, and JJ just watching, waiting for one fewer opponent in this match. And Tornad kick unable to find its mark as Alpazar changing dance partners once again, squaring off with JJ Mondo as Asuka trapped in that cross arm breaker. Bodies piling up in the center of the ring. And hold on, ZSJ's internet.
You bastard.
Running the ropes, but not finding. Oh my God, high and low, the unblockable will connect. And JJ just trapped in that absolutely torturous 3-in-1 hold. But hold on, lift, drop, Darby tumbling down to the outside, and we are down to 6. Dragon suplex, but Alpazar able to get a hand to that bottom rope. And just every joint, every limb just under attack from ZSJ's internet. Tornad kick. And Alpazar going for the cover. Is that it for Stalin? 2, 3 count fall, and 2 eliminations for Eric Alpazar.
You bastard.
And Michinoku driver, but Alpazar foot on the ropes. His run will continue, but for how long, as an STO and suplex colliding Alpazar's head with that bottom turnbuckle pad. And Asuka challenging Alpazar to a contest of kicks. It's such a dangerous proposition, but if there is anybody in the ring that can do this, it would be the Empress of Tomorrow. Devastating suplex. Hold on. Cover 2. Is that it for Alpazar? No. And Alpazar sending JJ over the top, but Eric trapped in this hold, and the Ingram unable to find ZSJ's internet, and he would not be the only one. And the Ingram, again, ZSJ's internet just so very dangerous, so very difficult to keep track of in this match, even as fewer and fewer competitors. Hold on, suplex, and Alpazar is eliminated. We are down to our final 3. Asuka cross arm breaker, but no. ZSJ's internet breaking it up, and hold on, lift and drop, and eliminated. And just like that, ZSJ's internet is gone. Would not be the first time, but Asuka is her sleeper, and that is it. The Empress of Tomorrow will be challenging Mag.Lo in tonight's main event. And yes, to answer your question, there was an invisible man in the ring. If we look at the deal here, as you can see, there are 8 individuals in this match. I mean, it's plain for me to see. It is very funny to me that, for the most part, I can call the holds that ZSJ's internet does based on the animation of the person taking the hold. There's a couple things that I don't remember because ZSJ has like a handful of like really goofy looking submissions that I don't remember the names of. But like his basic stuff, I'm like, yeah, that's a Michinoku driver. Yeah, it's a Kimura. Yeah, it's a dragon suplex. Yeah, it's a series of European uppercuts. I do really enjoy this game. And I suppose in the grand scheme of things, I am glad ZSJ's internet lost. Although I would like him to find his internet at some point. That is just me, personally. But we are going to keep this show rolling here. Oops. As we saw Jason Solarion last week pick up the victory over Sarah in tag team action, and that is going to put them at 2-1 in Solarion's favor. But Yuri the Wildcat, picked as Sarah's tag team partner, wants another shot at Solarion herself. Of course, these two would square off while Solarion was under the mentorship of Kurt London, but I'd say both of these individuals have come a long way since then. And this is an opportunity for both of them to show just how much they have grown, just how much better they've gotten, how much more prepared they are to face the challenges of the Blake's House Wrestling Singles Division. And that match, it'll be right now. But of course, Kurt London, a man that seeks the spotlight, but Solarion has made his own way. He's making his way to the ring, Mr. 5-star himself. Takes it all in for an opportunity to rise in the ranks, to challenge his former mentor for that Judgment Professional Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. But Mara Dane, you've still got lots more to work on. Solarion already starting things off strong, just denying Yuri just any opportunities, sliding through, and just the agility of Solarion. Always just so spectacular to watch. Picture perfect drop kick into the chest. There's both of these competitors dancing around one another, and hold on. And absolutely gorgeous drop toe hold as the Wildcat trying to get into position, but again, Solarion just utilizing those educated feet to great results. And hold on, big DDT. And just planting Yuri into the mat. And again, that drop toe hold will connect, and Yuri just checking the waters here, making an early cover, and Solarion having absolutely none of it. Right back to his feet, and Yuri will put him right back on the canvas. And just a rare miscalculation from Solarion, and that is going to cost him. And on cravat hold applied, Solarion possibly making the same mistake that Monty made in the opening contest. He's not looking at the opponent standing across from him. I think he thinks he is better than the Wildcat, and that is a very easy way to slip up, to lose a winnable match. But I know he is looking at the main event of last week's show and just is positively furious that wasn't him in that spot. It is eating at him. Yuri once again slowing things down with that cravat and punch to the stomach, able to break out of the hold. And Solarion returning the favor with that just torturous side headlock. And once again, no, you are not getting out of that hold that easily. Yuri doesn't find its mark, and Dragon Screw Leg Whip will plant Yuri onto the mat. And there it is, Mr. 5 Star's patented 5-star Frog Splash. And Yuri Solarion, chop, uppercut, and the Wildcat going up top. It goes, guillotine! Devastating leg lariat will just be planted. Hold on. Arms crossed. And brain buster. Now, both these competitors slowing down a little bit. That pace was so very rapid for so very long. And that adrenaline starting to wear off a little bit. And right now, Solarion, Yuri just trying to figure out what comes next. Series of Ranas, and so Yuri going for a cover here. 1, 2, but only gets 2. We have not seen yet from Solarion, and that is the thing that is so very dangerous. Those deadly knee strikes. Hold on, sunset flip, powerbomb, a cover of his own. 1, 2. He can drop those bombs with those knee strikes. That could be it, but Yuri not giving him the opportunity as another guillotine draped across the throat. And that is exactly what Solarion is capable of. Just the agility, the power, but the agility of the Wildcat just as impressive. Solarion going for that Enziguri, doesn't find its mark, and once again drop toe hold. Yuri looking for something. Again. Another guillotine, this time to the back of the neck. Goes for the cover, center of the ring. This could be it, too. No. Somehow, Solarion getting a shoulder off the mat, rolling through, double stomp, and Solarion in control, and Yuri taking it right back. And Tornad kick, crushing the skull of Solarion, but Solarion springing back up to his feet. He knows how important this match is if he wants a shot at Kurt London. I think he knew just how much in danger he was, but cross arm breaker, and he couldn't hold on. And just as I said with Monty, if you make the mistake of looking past the person in front of you, you can easily snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. And that is precisely what Solarion did here. You could see that aggression kicking in that later phase of the match, but you could tell he was unfocused. But Yuri able to capitalize on that. Those devastating leg drops. And that momentary lapse in judgment. Able to lock on that cross arm breaker. And that was the difference maker. So let us go ahead and keep this show rolling here. I did mention that we would be seeing Frank Vista in trios action tonight. Did this last week as well. There we go. Just as that Dark Hour unit looking to make a name for themselves in Blake's House Professional Wrestling, just as Nick's Wrestling Organization looking to make a name for themselves in Blake's House Professional Wrestling, while Team Lake Mary have been in force as of late. As Team Lake Mary, with the Blake's House Wrestling champion Josh Kaiser at ringside, going to be taking on this trios unit. An unlikely duo of Frank Vista and Dick Bruiser, with the wild card Dan Ramitin just adding even more power to this ensemble. As these two stables clash, that match, it's right now. Absolute powerhouses making their way to the ring. Of course, certainly Frank Vista, technically gifted competitor, but Dan Ramitin cannot be counted out in that regard. He wrestled just an outstanding contest with Drew Serpa. Of course, we'll be seeing Drew Serpa later on in the trios title match. Power and technique are what you are going to see from this Blue Gatorade unit, but it's difficult to describe exactly what sort of opponents Team Lake Mary are. Starting things off with Brandon, just a straight-up brawler. He will out-punch you. Giving up a lot of size to this team, however, and that could be the difference maker. That striking ability already sent over the top rope and was making his way back into the ring. Brandon used to being the tougher guy, used to being the harder hitter, and that may not be the case in this match as a double vertical suplex plants Brandon to the outside. Looks like Vista going to allow Brandon to get back into the ring, as this match will continue within the confines of a 20-by-20. Kick from Brandon, but unable to keep Dick Bruiser off him for very long. Brandon making his way back to his own corner, and here comes Jordan. A vicious striker with a series of submission holds. That patented bear hug is positively deadly. But Dick Bruiser not going to give Jordan just a moment to breathe, not going to give him an opportunity to apply those signature holds. Jordan reevaluating the strategy a little bit, trying to match power with power, and here comes Ramon, the giant killer, and somehow the big man tagging out to an even bigger man as Dan Ramitin draping that guillotine leg drop right over the throat of Ramon, but the giant killer going to work here. Heavy right hand and a vicious chop to the chest, but Ramon coming out on top and going right to that sleeper hold, trying to slow this Blue Gatorade unit down. Heavy chop, but is evaded. As I said, the technical ability of Dan Ramitin cannot be underestimated. Do so at your own peril. He's evading those significant strikes and trying to stay away. Look at that, just able to get around that big drop kick. Ramon, just machine gun-like series of chops tattooing the chest of both of the big men of this Mixed Wrestling Organization duo. Hold on. Ramon, buckle bomb. Dick Bruiser throwing everything up to and including the kitchen sink at Jordan and throwing all of that weight into that big body press. Jordan able to escape that clubbing blow, and both these individuals just slugging it out, and Jordan now coming out on top. As I said, the striking ability of Jordan is extraordinary, and a big boy senton onto the big boy that is Dick Bruiser, and Bruiser now going back to his own corner, and now for just a moment, it was going to be submission specialist against submission specialist, but right now, it looks like Frank Vista is looking to put on a display of power, wants to prove the Blake's House Wrestling audience that Ramon the Giant Killer, he is just as vulnerable as any other opponent he's faced, but right now that series of chops saying otherwise. Ramon going for a quick cover one, but only getting one. Of course, longtime Blake's House Wrestling fans familiar with our trios format. Traditionally, it is elimination, but right now, this is first fall to the finish. Any hold, any pinning predicament could be the last one as a double drop kick levels Dan Ramitin. Jordan putting those educated feet to good use as that unorthodox style allowing him to go right into that big boy senton. Twisting brainbuster. You can see just the verticality of that drop straight up and down onto his neck, and Ramitin going to continue that vicious assault. Hold on. That gory especial will connect. But Ramitin, again, the technically gifted side of Dan Ramitin on display, sneaking in that roll-up. And that's going to buy him the time to get back to his own corner. Brandon adding injury to insult as he chases Vista to the outside, but that is so very dangerous on this side of the ring as a big double suplex will lay Brandon out. Harada's count is at 6. Both aprons are cleared, and Ramitin is amped. Series of European uppercuts. Ramitin back in the ring. Jordan back in the ring. Vista back in the ring. Harada's count at 16. Harada just completely losing control of this match. Brandon just delivers a vicious series of shots into the corner. And both teams getting a fresh competitor after that chaos on the outside. Suplex blocked and suplex into the center of the ring as it is so challenging. Pole shift Flosion. It is so challenging to match Dick Bruiser power for power. And that is precisely what Ramon is attempting to do. There is a reason they call him the Giant Killer, but on patented spinning toe hold applied, and that is going to clear out both aprons. And there is that signature bear hug that has just crushed the ribs, crushed the backs of so many individuals in that Blake's House stable. As Dick Bruiser just leveling Brandon now. Lift and drop, crushing backbreaker. Brandon, that classic brawler, just fighting his way out of a bad situation. Bruiser answering back, just throwing his body on top of Brandon. And a wise man once said, when in doubt, throw yourself at your opponent. And hold on just a moment here, going for the cover. 2. only getting 2. And Ramon has done the deal. Nobody kicks out of the Falcon Arrow, but Dick Bruiser not the legal competitor in this match. And crushing elbow drop 2, but only getting 2. And once again, Gory Especial, center of the ring. Jordan getting himself fired up, but Dick Bruiser right back to his feet, and Jordan course correcting with a massive shotgun drop kick. Delta Whirl backbreaker, and Dan Ramitin getting fired up. It's going to clear out both aprons once again, and of course you can see the Blake's House Wrestling champion Josh Kaiser at ringside as Brandon dumped to the outside and Jordan launched into the mat. It is absolute chaos right now. Jordan getting a fresh man into this match. Brandon trying to get back to the apron. And lift, and no. Vista rolling right through it. And answering back with a suplex once, twice. And could it be 3 times into the mat? And Ramon answering back, all power, all heart, tougher than a $2 steak, as Ramon fighting his way out of his own corner, but Vista trying to keep him in that place, and Ramon having absolutely none of it. Lift and no, rolling through and escaping back to his own corner. So agile, so technically gifted, so crafty. And a slam from Steel City will flatten Ramon onto the mat. Both men down. Who will get to their feet first? Ramon able to escape to his own corner. Ramitin just a hair too slow. And here comes the brawler, but Ramitin is unbothered, but that could be a mistake as Brandon peppering him with shots. Ramitin, single leg, able to get back to his feet and delivering a series of wild shots of his own. Colossal headbutt, and Ramitin once again getting amped up, and Brandon's been busted open. This is absolutely anybody's match as Brandon's lifted and dropped. Double knee drop, crushing the spine of Brandon, but that's taken a lot out of Ramitin. And again, targeting the lower back with that tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. As this team trying to just isolate Brandon, do as much damage as they can. He's already been busted open, and they're so very aggressively targeting the back. As here comes Dick Bruiser, like a freight train colliding with square into the center of the ring, and again just throwing every ounce of his body at his opponent. Lift and drop, but Dick Bruiser, he is not done yet. Series of clubbing blows. Brandon is a long way from home. But just like that, big spine buster, Brandon able to escape to his own corner. High and low, Dick Bruiser caught in the unblockable, and now Jordan can start his offense. Sidewalk slam, and just guys being dudes in that blue Gatorade corner as Dan Ramitin going high risk once again, and double knee drop square in the chest. Just so very dangerous. All that weight right onto the ribs of Jordan, and there it is a second time. Hold on, once again, Gory Especial. Is that going to be it? Jordan doesn't seem to think so. Running the ropes once again, and colossal knee strike to a defenseless Dan Ramitin. Could not even see it coming, could not protect himself. As Jordan giving Dan Ramitin the D. With that Rana and triangle choke combination, Ramon standing alone in the ring, and that is such a dangerous proposition As Vista just pummeling Ramon, but Ramon answering back with a series of wild shots. Harada has completely lost control of the match. Series of strikes, and Ramitin getting himself fired up. Guillotine leg drop draped across the throat of Ramon, but Ramon will not retreat, will not go back to his own corner. He wants to fight this thing out. Doing the deal, but Ramon not the legal man. But hold on, Brandon just pummeling Dick Bruiser and going for that cover. One, no, mount tackle applied, and again the punishment from Frank Vista will continue as Ramon just launched across the ring.
Feel the power.
Dick Bruiser making a statement now. Oh my God. Again, that desperation spine buster, but Brandon will not retreat to his own corner. He is coming with full force at this blue Gatorade unit. Lift and drop, Michinoku driver, but only getting a count of one. It is absolute chaos. It is absolute madness, but Ramon lift and drop. Team Lake Mary back in control, but only for a moment. Vista able to get back to his own corner, goes for that mount tackle once again, but Ramon able to escape the pressure, escape that 2-on-1 situation. Now going right into that single leg crab, but now this team once upon a time was a mismatched unit, but Dick Bruiser, Dan Ramitin, and Frank Vista, they protect one another, and that is precisely what they have done here. And Dan Ramitin once again getting fired up, targeting the legs of Ramon. You see Ramon wears those knee pads. So very protective of his legs after that brutal submission loss to Devon Ramos. And again going right back to that single leg crab, and again this trios unit, hold on, suplex once, twice, 3 times into the mat, and Brandon stranded on that blue Gatorade side of the ring. Getting a fresh man into this match, and Jordan going high risk, but no. Frank Vista just tapping that top rope, and Jordan comes colliding down to the mat. Double shooting star press. Is that it for Jordan? Vista doesn't seem to think so. In this match, it will continue. Back switch, rolling through, cover. One. No. Only a count of one. And it is chaos in the ring. Suplexes, series of suplexes from Frank Vista, and Sambo suplex from Jordan, and Jordan once again running the ropes, and shotgun dropkick buried into the upper back. And there is that patented bear hug that has crushed the ribs, crushed the backs of so many men before him. And that is precisely what Jordan was able to do here. And Team Lake Mary continuing to dominate Blake's House Professional Wrestling. But, you know, there's, in some talk, both of Devon Ramos, one half of the Blake's House Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the first and only man to submit Ramon. And likewise, talks of dominant stables in the world of Lake's House Professional Wrestling. Team Lake Mary is on a hot streak, but you cannot afford to count out this Dark Hour unit. As Jamie Holloway taking on Ramos, possibly a statement of intent to go after those tag team championships. Well, right now, no partners, no stables. This is just singles action, and this match is right now. As I said, came to fight tonight. Nick Vadala with the shot across the bow in the second contest of tonight's program. Since that match, victories have become elusive this evening. Holloway challenging the world's tallest cruiserweight as the submission specialist that is Ramos, looking to grab a hold wherever he is able to do so, and Jamie not going to make that easy. Just as I say that, an arm just free, grabbing the wrist and immediately applying that hold, and that is exactly what you are going to come to expect from Devon Ramos. Jamie trying to overcome the tallest cruiserweight in a test of strength, but leverage proving to be difficult to overcome. Going right into that drop toe hold, and this match it will continue. Dragon screw leg whip, but Ramos right back to his feet, picking the leg of his own, possibly going for a knee bar here, but Jamie up to her feet as well, and neither side giving an inch. Rolling through cover, but no, not even a count of one as Ramos springing off the mat. Colossal shoulder block. Making you pay exactly in the ways that he makes his opponents pay. If you leave a limb outstretched, he will grab a hold of it, and that is precisely what he has been doing over the course of this match. Jamie looking to get a foot in the door wherever she is able to do so. Overhand chops against overhand rights, and Jamie going high risk, and that patented Persona 450, but no, hand on the bottom rope, not even a count of one. Series of chops to the chest, but Ramos standing tall. And Jamie answering back with another flurry of blows, but it is Ramos standing alone in the ring. Ramos proving to be just a difficult individual to keep down. Again, series of chops, but hold on, that double armbar. Jamie trapped, but able to power out of the hold. And this is what has scored Ramos victory after victory. That cross arm breaker, hold on, picking the leg, knee bar this time. Any outstretched limb is an opportunity for Ramos, but Jamie answering back. Big backdrop, planting Ramos right on his neck. Running the ropes and burying a big boy senton right in the chest. Rolling through, and Jamie tumbling to the outside. And Ramos again standing tall, all alone in the ring. And if you are Nick Vadala, this is precisely what you want to see. You want to see your talent looking strong. You want to see your talent just dominating just all four corners of this 20 by 20. And again, Ramos went to the well one too many times looking for that cross arm breaker, but Jamie was prepared for it, delivering a series of shots to the forehead. And again, Ramos, just such a technically gifted competitor, locking on that rolling scarf hold. And Jamie now, elbow to the crown, and again, this time going to a knee bar of her own. Is entirely possible. This match will not end via pinfall. May end by submission. It may end by knockout. That Persona 450 so very explosive, and you've got to figure she's looking for it. No. Big moon flip, double stomp, and now Kimura locked in, but Ramos not quite able to make it to the bottom rope.
10 minutes gone.
Back switch and backdrop into the center of the ring. Both competitors just giving it their all in this match, and Ramos continuing to do what he does best. Hold on, moonsault, springboard, moonsault, springboard, moonsault, press, cover, 2, count 2. And again, rolling scarf hold locked in, but Jamie hanging on somehow, some way. Back switch and blue thunder bomb, 2. Only gets 2. Suplex is reversed, and now rolling through, surprise cover of his own, 2. No, only getting 2. Both of these competitors have so much more left in the tank. So much more to give to this match. And there it is, trapping the arm. This time, Jamie going to the well one too many times. Again, trying to deliver those mounted punches, and Ramos was prepared for it. Big run on Jamie going high risk, and there it is, that patented Persona 450. Ramos not quite able to reach the bottom rope, but it doesn't matter. Somehow, some way, shoulder off the mat. And what the hell is Ramos planning here? Springboard senton. Oh my God.
6, 7.
Excuse me, handspring senton, and transitioning right into that combination choke and arm hold. And again, right back to that scarf hold there, trying to take the air out of the lungs of Jamie Holloway. And you can see just how much this match has taken out of both competitors. But hold on, rolling through, Kimura hold, that's got to be it. Somehow, some way, no, that is enough. Devon Ramos picking up the victory. And just as we saw in the second contest, in the singles division, Nick's Wrestling Organization came to fight tonight as Devon Ramos telling Holloway, telling that Dark Hour unit, if you are interested in our tag team titles, you are going to have to bring a lot more than that. Yeah, appreciate it, man. I will admit, this card was literally thrown together like 30 minutes before the show. I mean, you know how it is. The game will be the game. That might be an issue, because I know Twitch is super aggressive about copyright strikes now. And I did see you posted something. Like, I can get into it a little bit post-show, but this past couple weeks have been extraordinarily rough. So I have, like, been doing functionally nothing for the production of this program. But that is another conversation altogether. As, let us see here. So we're going to keep things rolling on here. As the three major stables, Nick's Wrestling Organization, Judgment Professional Wrestling, and Blake's House Wrestling, all duking it out, all jockeying for position. And Nick's Wrestling Organization coming extra aggressive this evening. As the NWO champion, Brad Chad, once again matched up as an odd couple with Matthew Knapp, taking on the Pearlman brothers. Gotta figure the Pearlman brothers extremely interested in one or both of those tag team championships, currently held hostage by Nick's Wrestling Organization. But, you know, as I said time and time again this evening, you cannot afford to look through the team standing across from you. As Brad Chad is Nick's Wrestling Organization champion for a reason, and Matthew Knapp, such a dangerous competitor when he wants to be. And we will see which Matthew Knapp we are getting tonight, and we will see just what the Pearlmans are able to do to rise to the occasion. Is that match? It's right now. Rare sight tonight. All three major stables champions appearing on the program, as Brad Chad in tag team action tonight. We'll be seeing Joey Bagi a little bit later on this evening in a special exhibition. Brad Chad, the man that is called the best in the world, and he's got the championship to prove it. Testing Josh Pearlman in a test of strength, but Pearlman swinging for the fences with that chop. Mount tackle. And just series of punches, but Pearlman able to slip out of that hold. And again, is the best in the world for a reason, but no, suplex is blocked and returned. Brad Chad just continuing to control the pace of this match. He has got Josh Pearlman's legs trapped and just putting on a wrestling clinic. The Pearlman brothers switching things up, bringing in the more athletic Ryan Pearlman here. Big boy senton going to try to match that technique with speed, and we're going to have to see just how effective the Pearlman brothers' strategy is here. Big arm drag. It looks like Ryan Pearlman is picking up a little bit of momentum, but nice tight jab shutting that down, but scoop and a slam getting back on top of things, and looks like Brad Chad going back to his own corner, bringing in the X factor that is Matthew Knapp. Series of chops answered back by overhand rights. And Knapp to his feet first, gets that mount position, rolling through, cover, but only gets one. Matthew Knapp, and a bit of an enigma in the world of professional wrestling. Was a trained amateur wrestler, but that is not exactly the style he likes to exhibit. Likes to express himself in a lot of different ways, using that unorthodox offense. Japanese style arm drag, but hold on, rolling through. Pearlman brothers able to disorient Knapp a little bit. Knapp clearly confused about who the legal man was in that match. Hold on, rolling through, cover. No, not even a count of one. Gut wrench suplex, absolutely flattening Pearlman. And both men swinging for the fences, neither able to make contact, and Pearlman charging into his own corner, but Brad Chad able to escape. Going high risk and falling fist drop right into the stomach of the best in the world. Picture perfect double drop kick, and hold on, is that going to be Brad Chad adding injury to insult, stealing that face buster from Pearlman here, and hold on, Ryan Pearlman able to reverse that brain buster into that DDT. Colossal chop to the chest, and he's going to escape to his own corner, get a moment to recuperate. And that is precisely what he needs at this moment, as Josh Pearlman devastating power bomb, and Matthew Knapp able to make the save at a critical moment. And now Brad Chad going right back to that signature offense, just grabbing a hold, just and suplex hold. Picture perfect suplex from, oh my God, guillotine across the throat. Chop to the chest. Again, Matthew Knapp just fighting off both the Pearlman brothers. Able to just stay at the advantage in this 2-on-1 situation, but Ryan Pearlman able to gain the upper hand. Lift, and no, Matt floating over. And going back to that amateur wrestling background. Rolling through, cover, only getting one. Into that corner turnbuckle, but fighting his way out, and again back to that signature hold. Just has Pearlman trapped in the center of the ring, but Josh able to make the save at a critical moment. And this is anybody's match. Harada losing control, at least for the moment. That is going to give the Pearlman brothers a great opportunity, as that patented airplane spin is shut down. Josh Pearlman having absolutely none of it. backdrop and both men down. Who will get to their feet first? And it is Brad Chad. There is a reason he is champion. The resiliency, the offensive ability is truly world class. Not be able to protect himself, at least for the moment. Suplex is blocked and delivers one of his own. Basement drop kick and goes right to that single leg crab. Matthew Knapp struggling, unable to reach that bottom rope, but able to slip out of the hold. And there is that patented dick-based offense. And Josh Pearlman making the save, and it could not have come a moment sooner. Or a moment too soon, rather. But hold on. Colossal falling fist, and Pearlman is not finished. Looks to deliver punishment for that signature dick hold, and that is exactly what he is able to do. Big jawbreaker. Ryan Pearlman getting fired up. Swinging neckbreaker. Is that it for Knapp? No, Knapp scrambling to his feet, getting back to his own corner, and here comes Brad Chad. STO and suplex, leveling Ryan Pearlman. Once again, that swinging neckbreaker, and Pearlman getting himself fired up, but no, not going for the cover.
What?
And Dragon Sleeper, but somehow, some way, Pearlman hangs on just long enough for his brother to get into the ring. And this match, it will continue. And hold on, what the hell have these two got planned? Oh my God. Two-story DDT just flattening Brad Chad. But Brad Chad back on his feet and fighting right away. Like the Pearlmans looking to just do anything they can, anything at all. Springboard body press. They are putting it all on the line to get a pinfall victory over the Knicks Wrestling Organization champion. They're so extraordinarily interested in getting back to the top of the card. They are doing anything and everything they can to earn themselves a spot, but it is just not quite enough, at least not yet, as Matthew Knapp, oh my God, feral spear, folding Knapp in half, and that is it. Josh Pearlman just driving right through Matthew Knapp. And while they weren't able to pick up a pinfall or submission on the NWO champion, they have certainly made a name for themselves in the tag team division. Oh, certainly. I completely agree with that. Like, you can never control it, but if you have the option, that is what you want. Because, hey, it makes the Pearlmans look good, that they beat a team with the champion, and the champion doesn't have to eat the pin. Also, too, like, yo, the Pearlman brothers were going in that match. Like, I would not have been mad if they pinned Brad Chad, because they were punching way above their weight in that match. But as I said earlier on tonight's program, the Blake's House Wrestling Graphics Department still just a half step behind, but this is a marquee matchup if I have ever heard of one. Two titans of the ring, former Judgment Professional Wrestling Champion, former Blake's House Wrestling Champion. Both men with something to prove, and this would be an enormous first step in doing it. Joey Bagi, Terrell Benjamin, and that match, it's now. And there is no rest for the weary after that hard defeat to Kurt London. Joey Bagi making his way back to the ring, restarting that long climb to the top. The uncrowned king of Judgment Professional Wrestling once again without his crown. But he has been here before, and he will certainly be here again. But he is looking for another championship opportunity. But let's talk about Terrell for a moment. There was a brief window where this man was on top of the world. A man that struggled, grinded in Battle Royal after Battle Royal. Just as a no-name, looking to make something for himself. And that perseverance paid off. Was finally able to get a shot in the main event. Beat Mag.Lo on the same night. Earned himself a championship opportunity. Won the Blake's House Wrestling heavyweight title. But ever since losing that championship, hasn't had the same impact, and Terrell certainly looking for another shot at glory. But the man standing across from him, so very dangerous, so very strong, so very agile, so very gifted in the ring. Joey's super kicks are absolutely torturous to take, and Terrell going to try to outmaneuver Joey as best as he is able to do so, and thus far appears to be succeeding, but we have seen that story once before. Time and time again, kind of tried to keep Joey down, but his perseverance just as strong as Terrell's. I think that is the interesting part about this matchup, as a flashing elbow draped across the chest of Joey here. Lift and drop. And both men not willing to overextend. Terrell is a power wrestler's power wrestler. A lot of force packed into that small frame, able to duck the line, but unable to escape that lift and drop, and now that patented sharpshooter locked in, and Terrell struggling to slip out of the hold. Terrell can just drive you through the mat if you let him. But Joey is packing dynamite in those feet of his. Both men just can end a match in an instant, as that powerbomb getting a count of 2. Picture perfect drop kick to the back. Lift and drop backbreaker right into a scoop slam, and a big boy senton across the chest. Joey Frankensteiner getting a count of 1, but only getting 1, as Terrell lift and drop that leaping brainbuster, just putting that power on display early and often in this match, and that is exactly what he's got to do if he wants to keep Joey down. Joey firing Terrell into the corner, and hold on, big monkey flip into the center. But Terrell rolling right through it, back on his feet. And sledgehammer-like left hand just lays Joey out. Joey answering back. It's like he is going high risk early here, but no, thinks better of it as he sees Terrell struggling to get back to his feet. And Terrell, Emerald Flosion will connect. Big body press, cover, 2. And oh my God, so close, but Joey, shoulder off the mat. This match will continue, but Terrell, he's getting fired up. You can see it in his face. You can see his energy. Another colossal Emerald Flosion. Terrell will drive you through the mat if you let him. And right now, Terrell will not be denied. Fire off the ropes, big spine buster, and Terrell just full steam ahead, and Joey answering back. Russian leg sweep to stop the bleeding. But Terrell to his feet first. Lift and drop, and Terrell tumbling to the outside, and that is precisely what Joey needed in this particular moment. Both men back in the ring after taking a short break here. And right back to it. Big shooting star cover. No, only a count of 1. Joey looking to turn up the heat. Thus far, Terrell has been so extraordinarily dangerous, but those extra couple of moments, here it is. Big super kick connecting, and that is the first of many. We have seen this over and over and over again. There is a reason he calls that hold deja vu, because once he connects with that first super kick, he will deliver super kick after super kick just until you are ground into the mat. And the educated feet of Joey Bagi on display, but Terrell answering back. Big forearm smash, and Terrell pointing to his opponent just as much as he is pointing to the audience at home. Big DDT spiking Terrell, but Terrell rolling through it, and again, Terrell to his feet first, but suplex blocked and reversed. Terrell leveled to the mat. Again, Terrell rolling through. You can see how hungry he is, but Joey lift and drop center of the ring. Here he comes. Springboard. Elbow right through the heart, but not even going for the cover. He can see just how much more fight Terrell has got in him. That's not going to be enough. He needs to hit that decisive blow, but of course it's back. The Enforcer's back with the torture rack. And no, Joey will not tap out. Colossal headbutt, and Terrell getting fired up. Flashing elbow will connect. Both men to their feet. Joey answering back. And just leaping. Just putting everything behind that lariat and very nearly getting the pinfall victory. Terrell rolling through. Big lariat, but he's not done yet. Joey lift and drop once again. This time we are going coast to coast. Springboard, elbow. And Joey still not going for the cover. He doesn't think that's enough. And he might be right. Big arm drag planting Terrell onto the mat. Terrell fighting his way back to his feet. Picture perfect enziguri, taking the head clean off the shoulders of Terrell Benjamin. And hold on, once again, torture rack locked in, and that is going to be it. He has just folded Joey Bagi like an old wallet. And Terrell, as I said, both of these men, former champions, both of these men looking to jumpstart their road back to the top. But Terrell, he's been away a little bit longer. He's been a whole lot hungrier, and that is precisely what he was able to demonstrate tonight. And we have got just 2 more matches left tonight, folks. As we go to that King of Fighters Television Champion. As a team of just absolute monsters upsetting the Alpazars and Princeler. Team with 4 consecutive King of Fighters Championship defenses, and that is a difficult belt to hold on to. But this team did it. And first in line to try to bring that championship back to Blake's house is going to be Team Lake Mary. Antonio, Drew Serpa, and Steve Kowalski. The King of Fighters Television Championship decided by 6-man elimination tag. So we will have to see, is Team Daytona going to be able to shut this unit down in a way the Alpazars and Princeler could not? Or will this team of horror movie monsters be starting up a franchise? Well, let's find out right now.
Bring it!
Trios division in Blake's House Professional Wrestling. It is certainly a chaotic one at that. Of course, there are several major stables. Among the 3 major stables, of course, Blake's House Professional Wrestling has several trios units, has a larger group in Team Lake Mary that I'm sure is looking for an opportunity at this championship. Right now, Team Daytona, the first team to get a crack at this trios title. Hold on, that claw grip applied to Antonio, but Antonio fighting his way out of that hold. Antonio going for that big wheel kick, but right now, it is all Drew Serpa, just such a gifted technician. We have seen him take on the best of the best in Blake's House Wrestling. In amateur style, there is nobody better. But right now, he is fighting someone, something from his nightmares. We will have to see. Mount tackle is blocked, and just a series of blows to the jaw. And Serpa going back to his own corner, getting Kowalski in this match. STO and Sweep will connect, and Kowalski just putting the boots to Nightmare Freddie. Hellboy Laurinaitis in the ring here. Big kick to the gut. Hellboy packing a lot of power in those colossal arms as a clubbing blow levels Kowalski. And right now, Kowalski cannot seem to find a foothold anywhere inside this 20x20. Hellboy just shutting him down at every step. Able to duck the line, but not quite able to get to his own corner. And Hellboy makes him pay for it. Big leaping soul butt. Goes for it once again, but Hellboy just a little bit too quick for him. Certainly faster than he was expecting. Big moonsault press, and Hellboy powering out of that, just throwing Kowalski off of him, and this match will continue without even a count of 1. Kowalski going back to his own corner, and here comes Drew Serpa, but Hellboy has it scouted, shuts it down. Back switch, but Hellboy again protecting himself, and here comes Jason the Terrible. And it looks like Drew able to out-wrestle Jason, at least for the moment. Big gut wrench suplex, and right now, hold on, roll up cover, 1. Only getting 1. Jason with that slow, methodical pace, looking for his opportunity. And it looks like he might have found it as that devastating powerbomb levels Serpa. And the momentum has shifted. The climate of this contest is noticeably different. As lift and drop, Serpa just crushed to the mat, and that is going to send him back to his own corner. Get a fresh Antonio into this contest. Big European uppercut, and that's going to set Antonio up. No. Hellboy to his feet, just a hair too quickly, and using those sledgehammer-like hands, punching into the gut of Antonio. Able to escape the pressure, but only for a moment. Going for a cover, but again, only a count of 1. It is going to take a lot more than that to put this team of literal monsters away. Team Daytona struggling to figure out exactly how they are going to be able to do that. As Kowalski has arms and legs trapped in a 4-in-1 hold, and Hellboy going to just quietly make his way back to his side of the ring, and here comes Jason the Terrible. Again, that slow, methodical pace, but a lot of power behind everything he does, just stacking him up with that massive power bomb, and looking for a second one. This time right into that bottom turnbuckle. Oh my God. Guillotine leg drop applied, and Kowalski is floundering. Taylor DDT, but no, roll up out of nowhere, goes for the cover, but not even a count of 1. Rana will connect, and Kowalski back to his own corner, and Team Daytona have been on their back foot for most of this contest. This monstrous trios unit has been just so tremendously effective. Jason now going back to his own corner, and here comes Freddie. Or more specifically, Freddie coming for Antonio with that spike pile driver, goes for the cover, 2. Gets a count of 2.
Here.
And once again, leaping pile driver, just planting Antonio into the mat. Cover 2. And again, Kowalski making the save, and Drew buying Antonio a little bit of time. And rolling through, arm trap, neck hooked. Jason just not quite fast enough to cross the desert. As Team Daytona able to run interference. Drew going for that big spear, doesn't find its mark. Sunset flip powerbomb as Drew trapped in that armbar. No, Hellboy able to escape. Certainly was not expecting Hellboy to showcase some mat wrestling ability, but here we are, and Drew going to have to figure out what can he do? What options does he have to attack this unit? Going for the cover. No, only a count of 1. back in his own corner. Drew able to escape that 2-on-1 situation. Lift and drop from Drew, and Drew trying to pull Jason back into his own corner. Goes for a cover once again. One, and only gets one. And leaping pile driver, Jason the Terrible crushing the neck of Drew Serpa. Goes for the cover. Two. Is that it? Oh, so very close. Jason slugging it out in this blue Gatorade corner. So very far away from home, but he does not seem to care, as a suicide diving headbutt will connect. Two. And at the last possible moment, Kowalski able to make the save. Stumbled a little bit on the way back into the ring, and that very nearly cost this team. Holloway getting fired up, but Antonio able to just strategize with his team a little bit, keep the fight on his side of the ring, and that is exactly what you need to do. Does not matter who your opponents are. If you can isolate the other team, keep them away from the legal man, you have got a shot to beat anybody. Low roundhouse, taking the legs up from underneath the legs of Hellboy, and here comes Kowalski, sliding drop kick, crushing the side of the head of Hellboy, but Hellboy able to escape the corner. Kick to the gut, answered back by an overhand right. Back and forth, but Kowalski getting the upper hand, and certainly it was a slow start, but it looks like Team Daytona starting to find their voice in this match, as Freddie able to just protect his partner. This match will continue as a 3-on-3 devastating clothesline. And big body press, that could be an elimination right there. No. Will power connecting alongside that tornado kick from Kowalski. And here comes that patented Izuna drop, crushing the neck of Jason the Terrible. And no, not even a count of 1. Foot on the bottom rope. Just that gargantuan frame making a difference as Freddie applies that claw right to the forehead of Kowalski, and now here comes a fresh Hellboy. Kowalski doing anything he can to get back into his own corner. Able to do so, able to bring Drew into this match. Big European uppercut, and Team Daytona once again in control, at least for the moment. Big spear flattening Hellboy, and now series of strikes, and that's going to be the first elimination. Drew is motivated. Mount tackle once again, and this time it's the scarf hold. And another elimination. Jason all alone. Standing Shiranui as Antonio hits with the greatest move since sliced bread. Drew is set up. Gut wrench suplex center of the ring. Goes to that spear one more time, but doesn't find his mark. Jason not satisfied with victory here. He wants to punish the remaining members of Team Daytona. But Drew, small package bomb. That has got to be it. No, it's not enough. And once again, Antonio, that willpower neck breaker. Jason fighting his way back to his feet, but 3-on-1 odds just nearly insurmountable. Kowalski firing Jason into the corner, but Jason answering back. Big power bomb, but no, not yet going for the cover. Psyching himself up, looking for something here, going high risk. And flipping senton just right to the back of Kowalski. Kowalski to his feet first. going for the cover, and Freddie bringing a steel chair into this match, but Jason able to get an elimination. Rolling guillotine off the top. Jason just pounding the head of Antonio into the turnbuckle. Diving headbutt, and oh my God. Antonio sandwiched between the chair and the hard skull of Jason the Terrible. And here comes another steel chair. Mount applied, but no, guillotine choke. And Jason has done the impossible. He has come back 3-on-1 as a sole survivor. The first time ever on Blake's House Wrestling Television. Reverse OCV executed by Jason the Terrible, and this truly monstrous unit going to remain champions one more week. Truly unbelievable, but also, like, it was a cool thing to get to see. So I'm going to grab a sip of water real quick, and then we are going to get into our main event. So give me just a moment. I'll be right back. I do have to say, this team absolutely punches well above their weight class. It is quite entertaining to get to see. But coming up next, tonight's main event, and we now know who is going to be facing Mag.Lo. Of course, it is the Empress of Tomorrow herself, Asuka, winning that Open Challenge Battle Royal. That contest determining who out of all space and time is going to be able to challenge the People's Champion, the man that defends Blake's house against any and all comers. Well, tonight he has got to be ready for war, because the person standing across the ring from him is an absolute terror. But Mag.Lo's someone that has never backed down from a challenge, which is precisely why he is holding court. So we're going to come up right now. Mag.Lo, Asuka, next. Find the theme of Mag.Lo, team and more at maglo.bandcamp.com. Find some other projects at maglo.work. But right now, Mag.Lo looking to put on a different sort of show. Asuka just such a deadly striker, such a gifted submission specialist. Have to see what Mag.Lo's answer is to the Empress of Tomorrow. And already Asuka unloading with a series of strikes and targeting the neck of Mag.Lo. Looking to set up that Asuka lock early and just positively vicious, going for a cover in the opening seconds of this match. And that Mag.Lo even, big drop kick. He's been holding that for 40 seconds. That is the level of intensity that both of these individuals are bringing to this contest. And right now, Asuka just unloading wild shot after wild shot. And Mag.Lo right now on his back foot. But Mag.Lo answering back with that signature hold, that spinning toe hold, and the crowd is loving it. Scoop and a slam will connect. And getting the crowd on his side was precisely what he needed to get back into this contest. Big headbutt will connect. Hold on, lift and drop. Mag.Lo utilizing that power advantage and connecting with that flashing elbow right across the throat. And another big forearm smash shutting down Asuka's offense. And yet another forearm smash, sliding D right to the jaw once again. And Mag.Lo getting fired up here. Going for that big drop kick again, but this time Asuka had it scouted. And again, the striking prowess of the Empress of Tomorrow on display. Series of knees to the crown and flying armbar out of nowhere. And Mag.Lo has got to be prepared from any angle. Asuka is a threat. But so is Mag.Lo. Deadlift gut wrench suplex after deadlift gut wrench suplex. Double arm DDT. And Mag.Lo in the driver's seat. Big forearm smash once again. And then right back to that patented spinning toe hold.
5 minutes gone.
And again, going right back to that double arm DDT. Utilizing those signature holds, just doing whatever he can to keep Asuka down. And for the moment, it seems to be effective, but right now, chop to the chest, kick to the stomach, and kick right to the jaw. And Mag.Lo answering back. Big tackle and hold on, Samoan drop will connect. Getting fired up, but Asuka scrambling to her feet. Causing Mag.Lo to change course, at least for a moment. And Michinoku driver will connect, but Mag.Lo not able to secure the pin. And this time the drop kick will land square in the chest. And again, Asuka answering back, flying armbar. And that is precisely what she needed to get back into this contest. As Mag.Lo has been just in total control, swinging for the fences with that kick, but overextending a little bit and giving Mag.Lo a perfect opportunity for that whiff punish. And Asuka starting out so aggressively, starting out so effectively, but right now struggling to find her footing in this match. Rolling through, gets that cover, but only gets a count of one. And just as I say that, a deadly series of strikes. And now kicks back to the crown, just utilizing every limb at her disposal as a tool of destruction. Cover two, no, only a count of one. Mag.Lo possibly looking for that Mag.Lo driver, but Asuka had it scouted. Roll up, but once again, only getting one. Asuka connecting with that patented hip attack, but sizing Mag.Lo, figuring out exactly how she can attack Mag.Lo. Mag.Lo has been just a fortress over the last several minutes. Just a man that is so incredibly difficult to keep pinned down. And again, Samoan drop will connect, but Asuka to her feet first, cover possibly out of desperation, but gets a count of 2. Mag.Lo now getting fired up, going high risk here, and devastating elbow drop, cover 2. Oh my God, so close, but not quite enough. And again, flying armbar will be applied. Mag.Lo so far from the ropes. Mag.Lo trying to get powered up here, goes for a cover 2. Both sides, covers out of desperation, but both Asuka and Mag.Lo have given so much of their bodies to this match that even that was nearly enough. Asuka delivering that hip attack earlier. Mag.Lo answering back with one of his own. Colossal kick to the face, and Asuka in control. The striking ability of Asuka just positively phenomenal. But Mag.Lo just doing everything he can to keep her on her back foot. Big diving elbow drop, but fingertips touching the bottom rope, and Asuka once again. Asuka setting up for that Asuka lock. No, not just yet. And right now, just kicks right to the face of a defenseless Mag.Lo caught in that tree of woe. And again, right back to that flying armbar. Figure that arm has got to give at any moment, but Mag.Lo not giving her the opportunity. Mag.Lo, driver! But no, he doesn't think it's enough. And that could cost him. Oh my God. Big suplex to the outside, and Asuka taking a moment to breathe. This match has taken so much out of both of them. Making his way into the ring, and devastating hip attack, and Mag.Lo now standing tall, all alone in the ring. Turnabout is fair play.
Ready, go!
And big tackle from Mag.Lo. But hold on. Asuka looking for that Asuka lock, but Mag.Lo able to protect himself with that bulldog. But Asuka going for the cover. Is that going to be it, too? Oh, my God. Any pinfall, any submission could be either of their last. This match has been so positively grueling for both individuals. Mag.Lo back to that flying hip attack. Michinoku driver, that has got to be it. 2, 3, count, fall. And Mag.Lo able to pick up a major victory. As he went to war with the Empress of Tomorrow. But that is going to conclude the main portion of tonight's program. I'm going to throw on a bonus match and figure out who we're going to be throwing to tonight. Do appreciate you dropping by, Abby. I apologize that it is sort of late in the show. While y'all decide who you want to see in that match, let me see here. Who might be streaming? You're all good. Okay, so ordinarily I do throw to the Click, but as I said, I think I'm going to throw to Daihime tonight because I want to watch the model he is building. So that is where I'm going to be. And but let me know what y'all like on either side of the board here. honestly, that red corner is looking pretty stacked as far as options go. I mean, the blue corner is also in a different way, to be totally fair. Like, tonally, I don't think a single matchup will make sense, but I very much appreciate the energy this video game is putting out right at this moment. So, yeah, this is the post-show bonus match, so feel free to pick a name from either side, and that is going to be who we are seeing match up here. Want to see Malibu Al? I can do that. And who do we like on the blue side? Yeah. I mean, I think Shaggy 2 Dope has wrestled professionally. Speed Racer, that man can throw hands, for certain. Yeah. I see Andre, I am totally cool with that. And Rashid of the Turbulent Wind, also definitely a, like, real ass fighter. This, like, any one matchup across those 8 names would have been delightful. But I do like the idea of AJ Styles playing a used car salesman, fighting the actual 8th wonder of the world, Andre the Giant. This is very funny to me. Yeah, kind of like I said at the open of this show, like, this program was written like a half hour before I went on air, because my weekend and my week was a fucking mess. But I would say the game bailed me out, for sure, because it was great match after great match after great match. And it is nice when things fit together that way. Honestly, it's tough to pick what my favorite match would have been on this card. Yeah, because they were. I'd say it was an Oops All Bangers card tonight. Kick. Like, WWE 2K20 is like a mess of a video game in a great many ways, but I am pretty sure they had Southpaw Regional Wrestling DLC and did not actually use any of the Southpaw Regional Wrestling characters, and certainly didn't use the like Lethal Leap Year events alluded to in that web series, which is just wild to me, like how you can just like miss a layup that uncontested. To borrow some language from the sports world.
I'm genuinely curious what AEW's video game offerings are going to be. Admittedly, it is difficult to be optimistic. It's like, okay, yes, like they are trying to bring together people that are familiar with the Aki engine. Like they are bringing together like top guys that worked on the Def Jam family of video games. But also, like, that does not guarantee that it's going to be a good video game. Especially when it is, like, that collection of guys, like, first game as a unit. But certainly don't want the game to be bad. There should be more video games that are good, is my hot take. Super kick. Like trying to figure out what the next thing for this program is. Does feel like Team Lake Mary is like starting to be something, and I'm excited to start using Terrell in a like more meaningful capacity as well. So I think that is what I'm going to be building the Lake's House part of the show around. I suppose that'll have to wait for another time. As, this is the bonus match is over, but hey, do appreciate anybody that is spending their Sunday nights with me. It is always fun to put this program on. See if anybody is new coming to hang out with us tonight. We do this every Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here at twitch.tv/FerrisCindy. It is a weekly episodic wrestling show, which means you're going to be getting continuity from week to week. Anything that you saw this week has been impacted by events that have happened previously and will continue to impact events far into the future. But also, you know, I want to make sure somebody's first show is just as much fun as somebody's 100th show. And we are quietly approaching episode 100, which is a very exciting thought. I'll have to see what I can pull out for that. But, yeah, so certainly hope that you do come back for the next one, and any other one of these I continue to do. Additionally, I stream on Wednesday nights. Myself and my good friend Heavy Kira, we play NHL 20. and we bullshit about whatever happens to be on our mind in that particular week, and we are going to have a lot to talk about this week. Both because, like, our wheelhouse is fighting game related news, and there has been a lot of it. But our wheelhouse is also just, like, the bullshit going on in our lives. And I've got a great many things to say, so hey, be on the lookout for us on Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here at twitch.tv/FerrisCindy. I'm going to start queuing up the raid right now, as I continue to say some words. Let me see here. But, yeah, I do occasionally stream other games too. I actually did intend to stream Hairbrain Schemes Battletech a few days ago, but something ended up coming up and I was not able to do that. But I've started digging into that save file again, so be on the lookout for that game. It does appear as though... Let's see. The stream might be over, which means I could simply... Yeah, I will simply throw to Blake instead. Unfortunate, but not unexpected. Let us see here. So yeah, be on the lookout for other games that I will stream. Like, my wheelhouse is Sundays and Wednesdays, but occasionally other stuff happens too. But right now I'm going to go ahead and throw to Blake, and I will catch y'all down the road.